that you join us on the Live Free Talk Show. We are excited about what we have to share with you today. Our topics are going to be amazing and intriguing. So let's just start out right here, ladies. I just have a problem with this whole, I don't know, it just bothers me with this whole Trump saga. It's like he's on Twitter, it's okay. They're talking to Russia, it's okay.
Right.
He's disrespectful, blatantly disrespectful to women, it's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
He called women out of their name, it's okay.
It's okay.
When is it? I don't know. When is enough is enough? Now, it leads me to our next topic because, you know, we as women, I believe there was one book that I've been reading called Lean In. And it's an amazing book, and it talks about the statistic of women and our earning potential and the glass ceiling and how we as women are told that we can't have it all, which means family, profession, and wealth.
Yes.
And so I was reading that book, and it just really led me to our next topic, which is gender wages in Hollywood, because there was an article, Mickey, that, you know, we were talking about that I kind of would like to know more about when it comes to the earning potential and the earning, you know, wages concerned with the women in Hollywood.
Yeah, so basically this article talked about how for every dollar that a man makes, we make 80 cents. So we won't even go into people of color. We'll just say women 80 cents to the dollar. But in Hollywood, it's 30 cents to the dollar.
Wow.
So for every dollar that a man makes, the woman, Katherine Heigl, Taraji Henson, all of these names that we know, 30 cents. 30 cents.
That's crazy.
It's very crazy.
It's ridiculous.
And it just speaks to the bigger problem that we have, which is equality, which, I mean, I know that we all have some...
The thing is this too. We're in 2017,
Right.
and we are still having this discussion of equality between men and women.
Oh, absolutely.
So you have women actresses, or excuse me, I think the proper term now is actress or actor. Period. Right. So you have actors that they're working just as hard as the next fellow actor, but you mean to tell me just because I'm of a different sex that I'm going to get paid less, and not a little bit less? Yeah. There's a huge gap there.
There's a huge
in between,
gap.
Right.
There's a huge gap. So women were underrepresented in films. 28.1% of women on film were women. So just think of all the movies that we know. Only 28.1% were women. And when you think about it, yeah, that's what you see. And it just shows the disparity in the field.
But we buy into it. I mean, we still go see movies that are not, they're masculine driven movies. We go and see we sponsor, or we not sponsor, but we patronize our men, and we keep this still silent thread going on in society that still says it's a man's world. And so we as women still use our purchasing power to say, hey, it's okay to make inequality fine. It's okay. How often, I mean, just think over the summer, what are some of the movies that you've been to see?
Yeah, Fast and Furious, definitely.
Okay.
That's a male-driven movie.
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it?
I love movies.
I have
all
a
the
5-year-old.
time.
I have a 5-year-old. So
Gotcha.
we saw Trolls. We saw Moana 3 times because that
Moana's
movie
awesome.
was dope.
Yeah.
But
Awesome
yeah,
movie.
I don't get out to watch grown-up movies as much as I used to.
Oh, we gotta get you out for some
we
adult
do,
time.
We do, but also, and this is the question that I was going to ask you, because we have the power.
We
I
do.
mean, we control what is seen and how it's seen.
Right.
So how can we as women start to say, no, that's not enough for me? What can we do?
I mean, first of all, it's money. I mean, where do you invest your money?
Yes.
Do you invest your money in those independent women filmmakers? Mm-hmm. Do you really invest in those who are directing movies that are women filmmakers or producers that are women filmmakers? Do you would you prefer to put your dollar first in a woman before you do a male film? Mm. Or do you do it because it's a recognizable brand? I mean, you know, like you said, Furious 8. I mean, it's a recognizable brand. Right. We never think, oh, this is a male film. Yeah. We just say, I want to go see it, and we put our money in it. Mm-hmm. Well, at the same time that was coming out, was there another movie that was a female film that was coming out at that same time?
I think that I definitely agree with that. I also think that we need to hold the film industry to a higher standard as well, and support our I say actresses though, but support the female actresses that are out there. You know, like I think that that's where it needs to go from the top and trickle down. So we have to say, hey, listen, we're not okay. And I do believe that is happening right now. Yes. We're not okay with it being just male actors out there. We're not okay with the wages that are being, and guess what? If you want me to star on this is what's going to happen. And I think that people are doing that now. Yes.
I do. And it is really just purchasing power. Right. A lot of times we as people don't understand our money does make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Our money is what will cause people to say we need to make more films that really is targeted to what they're looking for. Right. When we do that, and guess what? When we as women make more movies, when we as women make more sitcoms, when we as women direct more films and produce more films, guess what? People are going to listen to your voice and say, yeah, you know what? That's talent. Talent is undisputable. Right. Consistency is undisputable. Excellence is undisputable. When we are consistent in doing what we do, and we do it with such excellence and order, hey, you get the recognition and honor of those who have been running Hollywood for many years. Yes. And we can see that with Sandra Rhimes. Sandra Rhimes is killing them in the game. Yes. You got Grey's Anatomy. You have Scandal.
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with Murder.
I think one of them got canceled because it was a big thing about that.
Scandal.
Yeah, and that's my show. Actually, all of them. Grey's, I'm totally hooked on.
Yeah.
Scandal, I'm hooked on. So I was really disheartened to hear about that. So there is, to what we're speaking about, there's a shift there.
It is.
They canceled one of them.
But the thing about it is, if you look at it though, she was able to take one film or one sitcom and still recycle it. So even though they canceled it from a major network, she sold it to another network, and then she also put it in Netflix. So she was still recycling content. Yes. She didn't stop her voice. She recycled content. So you know what? This has been a great topic. When you're talking about women, I'm almost at the point where if we're making less, how can we afford a house and how can we afford to live? Because we haven't even gotten into single parent houses and how many women are running their houses by themselves. And I can't wait to speak to our next guest. She's coming in after the break. And if you're here in Wilmington, North Carolina, or in our Tri-County area, you have to hear about this woman. She's an amazing, supernatural woman to me, an extraordinary. Her name is Brenda Dixon. And if you could stay tuned, she's coming next. All right.
Come advertise with Block 4D Productions. We are here to make sure your business, church, and brand is known. If you have any questions, please contact our sales team at 888-461-3711. Again, our sales team at 888-461-3711. Block 4D Productions, where we make your dreams reality.
Welcome back to the Live Free Talk Show. Thanks so much for staying tuned. As we said, we have a phenomenal guest here with us that we're excited about. So I'm going to go ahead and let my sis LaToya introduce this special woman right here.
I'm so excited she's here. I'm so glad she's here.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad you said yes. When they told me, when I seen your name come, I was like, yes, my sister's here. So this lady right here, we started out in the financial industry together. When I came to Wilmington, North Carolina, I met Brenda Dixon, and she has a heart for people and home ownership. She, and especially the African American family.
Yes.
And us being educated and knowing how to own homes and
Right.
manage homes. And so she's been in the industry since 1991. And in her, she has an initiative that's going on.
Yes.
And it's called Project Get That Deed.
Yes.
And if you are looking at us right now, you need to go check out her Facebook page. You'll see Project Get That Deed, and you'll see all these people holding up these yellow pieces of paper because they're getting that deed. And she's already made 26 families so far, homeowners.
Amazing.
Yes, with the
That's
program.
amazing.
Yes,
So-
awesome.
So tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, thank you. Well, thanks everyone for it. I'm
for
so
being
excited
here.
to be here because anytime that I have a platform to just spread about home ownership, I'm all about that. Because 'cause as you were saying, I actually been in real estate since 1991 here in the area. But about 4 years ago, I went to bed one night and I woke up and I had this whole program. I tell everybody I had a divine download.
There you go.
Personal, and that to
Oh, I
go
love
out and educate and tell our community that you can own, because in our community we seem to have a generational tenant cycle that nobody have owned for years and years. Back in the day we used to have a Big Mama's house, or we had a family house.
That's right.
But somehow we just kind of got away from it. It's not that we wanted to, but through back in the day, by them being illiterate, some people signed some documents that they shouldn't have. But long story short, so one family went into renting, then that's all they knew. So Project Get That Deed is to break that tenant cycle, and the main thing is to take the anxiety out of it. Most of us think that we can't buy when we can.
Yeah.
So what we do is we educate from A to Z what you need to do to get yourself in position. And the goal is from the time that they contact me, within 18 months or less, that they will get that deed. And we have been very successful. Like we're in our 4th year now. And and the family makeup has been everything from single mothers to single fathers, to married couples. We had a disabled veteran that had rented for 50 years, 50.
Yeah.
50 years before he decided to try to purchase.
Wow.
And to his amazement, as soon as I took him to the bank, he was approved for over
Wow.
$200,000.
Wow.
And I said, why did you wait so long? But I knew why he waited so long. I didn't think I could.
Yeah.
And so that's what Project Get That Deed is about, to let you know that you can. Just step out and try. But even if you're not ready, let me tell you what you need to do to get ready. Do this, your do's and don'ts. Make sure you get your finances together. Get your credit. Credit's always number one.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But it's a no judgment zone. So we're just so excited that the program is continuing to go. But that's what Project Get That Deed is about, Yes.
I love your heart. Most importantly to me, your heart is what is the engine of this program. Your heart. A lot of the homeowners, and the only reason why I know closely about this program is because I worked with her for a good, I think about
a year and a half.
year and a
or so.
half.
Yeah. When it first started,
And I was helping do the classes,
yes.
and her heart. I mean, she would help them get their papers, and help them put it in order, and say, "Listen, this is what you have to do to get it in order." And she would take them step by step. And if we as mortgage professionals were slow, dragging our feet, she'll go, "Honey, you're not gonna be the one," and she would go to someone else because she wanted to make sure that the family kept their dream alive. That's important.
It's so important.
How do you do that? Because it takes so much.
I'm be honest with you. I tell people you have to have a heart of service. I've been a realtor since 1991. Like I said, Dixon Realty is the name of my company. And as a traditional realtor, when people come to us and say that they want to buy, first thing we ask is, do you have your pre-approval letter? If they don't, then we say, okay, well, go get your pre-approval and come back. But during these 20 plus years that I was in business, when I kept doing that to our community, they never come back. They never came back. Majority of my clients, over 80% of my clients during my career, didn't look like me. That wasn't by design. It's just that they had their stuff together by the time they got here. But when I laid down and woke up with this program in my mind, I tell people I don't take credit for it. It was a divine download, but I knew it was needed, and because based off of they leaving me going to a black hole, and that's when renting from 5 years turned to 10 to 20 to 30 to 50, like Mr. Wright. So
right.
you know,
Yeah.
so pretty much
Yeah,
it was
true.
it
Yeah.
was dropped in my heart. He trusted me with it,
Yeah.
and I have a heart to do it, and I'm just excited about, because I know what home ownership can do. It's not, I mean, it's building
Best
wealth.
thing ever.
Yeah.
It's so,
Yes.
I mean, you would, some of the buyers in that first year,
Uh-huh.
I checked the equity on their homes. Some of them got, I think the most so far is $50,000 in the equity.
What?
Since they purchased that property. They bought
Okay, I should've
it. They
purchased the
bought
property
it
through
in the
you.
90s.
Yes.
They bought it in the 90s, and their neighborhood's selling now over 140
Oh man.
in 3 years.
Wow.
Now, if they had continued to rent, they
Right.
wouldn't have any equity. So now they got a savings. That's $50,000 in the bank. Do you
Yeah.
understand
Right.
that?
Yeah.
And you know, it's $50,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
And so that is just, it just made my heart leap to know that this program is doing what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
to grow inheritance. Because
Yes.
even if they decide not to sell, that, you know, and leave it to their kids, it's going to continue to go. But if they decide to sell, they got money there. You know, so I'm just excited. So it keeps me going because it's such an awesome program. Yes.
Well, I'm excited that you've come and that we have this person that serves our community like this.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to do something. Give me 5 points that you want people to take with them as they watch this segment. Tell me.
Well, 5 points I would like to give you is that, you know, I want to highlight just a couple of the benefits of owning a home that you may or may not have thought about. Like when you're renting a property, you have to ask permission for everything. Can you hang a picture? Can you have a dog? Can you
Yeah.
have a
Paint.
party? Can you
Yes.
paint? Can you do
Yes.
anything? You know,
Yeah.
so just having the freedom to enjoy your home the way you want to, that is
Yeah.
so
That's right.
rewarding. And then the pride of owning something, knowing that you're going to work and you're working for something that you can leave to your kids or teach your
Legacy.
kids that you got
Yes.
something that you grinding for. So the pride of in home ownership is so important. Equity, we just spoke
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
You just be amazed, you know, because the real estate market, it bottomed out, but it's up. So whenever you purchase now, if it continue to do what it's doing, it's going to continue to grow in equity. So it's like a savings, unlike paying rent. Some of you need to get a calculator tonight and run how much you're paying
That's right.
per month.
Yeah.
Time 12,
Yeah.
time how many years you've been
That's
renting.
right. That's
That,
Quick.
listen,
It does.
it's
Quick.
going to
It does.
shake you away.
And you're putting your
It's going to shake you away.
you guys are putting your money down the drain.
Oh
Yes,
my
that's what you're
goodness.
doing.
Yes,
My
absolutely.
goodness, it's going
This
to
is so
wake
huge.
you up. It
Right.
is, and when it wakes you up, you hit me up so that I can make sure that
That's
I get you towards your deed.
Yeah.
And then yes, tax benefits. You can
Yeah.
write
right.
off your interest,
Yes.
the mortgage payments and different things. Also, you can
Yep.
get if you do some home improvements. There's some benefits in that.
Yes.
And then also you have a fixed payment. You
Yeah.
know what your payment is every month. You know, it'll fluctuate every now and then when taxes go up
Right.
and
Right.
insurance. Otherwise, you know,
Right.
you got a set amount. Unlike when you
Right.
rent, you know how most years when you do your lease, they go up
It's
on
gonna
you.
go up.
And you know, they never go down.
No.
No.
They don't save money.
No.
Yeah, and the other thing is when you're making a mortgage payment, of course, your equity is growing every time you make your
Yes.
payment. Although majority of it goes to interest at the beginning,
Yeah.
but then a little bit does go to principal. But there's also tricks to that by making
Right,
that extra
extra
mortgage
payment.
payment once a year.
That's
it can
right.
cut it down by that 30 down to about 15 or 20 or
It
something
does.
like
It
that.
does.
So
It
there's
does.
so many little things that you can do. So so there's some bullet points right there on home ownership, and I'm telling you, anybody can do it. I say all the time, if you're grown enough to rent, you're grown enough to buy. You just need to
I
know
love
how.
that.
Yes.
I
And
love
that's
that.
where we
It's
come
the truth.
in.
I love that.
That's where we
I
come
love
in. Yeah, so we
Your
just so
passion
excited.
is contagious.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Because I'm so
I mean-
excited right now hearing you talk about it.
I'm
It's
so
excited.
So
So you've
excited.
heard it here. If you're grown enough to rent, you're grown enough to buy.
That's right.
Yes.
Listen, you know you got to stay tuned. It's the Live Free Talk Show.
Yes.
We'll be right back after this message.
Right.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Are you a fan of the Live Free Talk Show? If not, become one today by following us on all social media platforms listed below. And also add yourself to our website at www.livefreetalkshow.com. Again, that's www.livefreetalkshow.com. Thank you for joining the Live Free movement.
I want to, first of all, if they want to get in contact with you, how would they get in contact with you, Brenda?
Yes, they can connect with me at Facebook by going, actually, you can just type in getthatdeed.com. It'll take you straight to my Get That Deed page on Facebook. Okay. Also, if you're not on Facebook, you can certainly give me a call. My number is 910-604-3724. And also, I would like to, and let me repeat that, 910-604-3724, if you'd like to connect with me. And I also want to lead them, because credit is the number one problem. I want you to text the word credit to 910-218-0904, and you will get a free ebook that tells you how to get your credit in order.
That's wow.
Okay,
that's awesome.
So
that's
awesome. So that's a free ebook for you to start you on the road. And I just look forward to connecting with anybody who wants it, because I want it for everybody.
That's right.
Everybody, and don't prejudge yourself. Don't think about your past
Please
mistakes.
Don't. Yeah,
just hit me up. You can do it. 18 months or less. Get that deed.
Get that deed. You heard it here. I am so excited. I can't wait till we see this number double, because really we want to see 100 homeowners, correct?
That's right.
That is our goal. So hopefully this talk show will help her get to that goal.
Yes.
So if you could stay tuned, because Live Free Talk Show, we're just helping you live free. All right. See you after this message.
Awesome.
Welcome back to the Live Free Talk Show. You guys are still with us. And listen, this next topic is something that is so dear to my heart. I have a child. We are going to talk about cyberbullying.
Yeah.
It's something that just resonates with me and really touches me on a deep level.
Yeah.
Because when we speak about the statistics right now and how the children, it's our kids, they're getting younger and younger. They're being bullied. On the internet, on our social media pages, where you can have your child sitting right next to you and have no idea that they're going through that, because the kids are so glued to their phones right now that we really have to monitor our kids to know what's going on, because they'll stay quiet about it.
They really will.
And we have children committing suicide. It is that important.
That is my problem. There is a family that's here in Wilmington, and her child was being bullied through social media, and she had left her child to go run out just to go handle some stuff, and she came back, and her teenage daughter was on the floor dead because she committed suicide, and it was because of bullying and the cyberbullying. And I've had the opportunity to talk to different young people and different children, and it's more prominent than we think.
It is.
You know, it's one thing if you're at school and you're dealing with bullying, but then now they are able to go with you home through your social media pages and your phones, and it's unfortunate.
That's right.
We as moms and dads, I think we should have logins.
I agree.
We should have passwords.
Absolutely.
I need to see your phone. I need to see,
Exactly.
who you're talking to. I need to see what they're putting on your page. I'm the type of mother, I will go to your school.
Yes.
That's
right. Me too. Old school.
I'm going to your school. I'm going to meet with.
That's right.
If we're having a problem, then I need to meet with someone's mother or their father, because I don't want my child to have any issues with who they are and how they were raised or anything like that. It's just, to me, is horrible. And the suicide rate here in Wilmington, North Carolina, with our children have increased terribly. And I was looking at the statistics of the suicide rate here in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's really high. It's higher than it was since 2010.
Really?
It has increased. And cyberbullying is the major factor. I really wish I had more statistics, raw statistics, the numbers, but it was more between the 49 percentile, 62 percentile, and that 16 to 18-year-old range. That's horrible.
If you think about it, I think that, so we have Snapchat, right? Mm-hmm. And everything right now is for teens and even younger adults, younger than teens, everything is image. So everything is, let me take a picture. Hey, let's do a selfie. Let's do an ussy. So everything is about that.
Yeah.
So now you have kids that are constantly uploading these pictures, uploading images, and then you have everybody commenting on it.
Yes.
But you know what's so sad is that we're talking about children, but we're really not talking about adults.
Right?
We have some really childish adults.
You're so right.
You said it.
We have some really childish adults
I agree.
that will go to different grown people page and decide to do something on a grown person's page.
Yes.
That's like going to someone's
And
home.
that's cyberbullying.
That is cyberbullying.
Yes,
that
I
is
agree.
inappropriate.
Great point.
I don't understand why we feel as if it is your business to cross into my private page and put anything you want to on my page. If you have some type of personal feeling, keep it at your home behind your closed door.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Give it to me.
Because I've had this conversation and I've had somebody say to me, well, if you put it out there for it to be seen, then I can put it out there to comment on your page because you have, even if your page is private and it's only the select few, as soon as you get a couple hundred friends, a couple thousand friends, now it's becoming more public. And the content that you put out there can easily be viewed by anyone. All I have to say is, girl, look at what Mickey just posted. Look at this right here. And it's that simple. So if you put it out there, can I not comment on that, or is it up to me to comment what I want because you posted it?
So you're telling me if a child puts something on Facebook, a picture or a comment, it's inappropriate to bully them. But if an adult on their private page, they have their pictures, they have their things, you feel as if as an adult you should make an inappropriate comment?
No. With bullying, I feel like it is the individual who is hurt inside that wants to lash out to someone. So it's like a game of hot potato. Ooh, I can't hold my own loneliness. I can't hold my own hatred. So I have to lash out at everyone.
I agree.
And it's a sad cycle. And unfortunately, it is just breeded from child to child. From, so if I had issues as a child, then guess what? I'm going to teach my child to do it. So you have parents teaching our children how to be bullies. And the sad fact is cyberbullying. It happens at such an intense rate. We can't even fathom it. There was a movie on Lifetime. I think it's called 13.
Yes, 13.
And this girl, peer pressure, ended up having some relations with a boy, and it turned out, and all the girls in the class started making pictures and calling her all of these illicit names, and she ended up killing herself. And then it's the mom trying to find justice for her daughter after the fact. And so my question is, what do we do now? Should we have harsher laws towards bullying so that we stop this before it even starts? Because suicide is the second leading.
It is.
Yes, the second leading case to deaths in teens. So what do we do?
So I just saw something too on Facebook, literally this week, where it's a young boy. The mom uploaded it. It went viral. It's a young boy sitting on a bus, a young African-American child. He's sitting on a bus, and you can see another African-American child hitting him in the face. And the boy says out loud, "I want to kill myself," repeatedly. The bus driver did not stop. There's other kids right there, and you can see him clearly uncomfortable. It hurt my heart.
Wow.
Clearly uncomfortable, clearly being bullied, being hit repeatedly, and he's cowering, saying, "I want to kill myself." And the mom said, "I need to bring this to the attention." So what she did was she put a twist on it and said, "Let me show you guys what's happening to my child, and let me show you how not one person stood up for him." The bus driver had to hear him. I think the boy was seated 2 or 3 seats behind the bus driver. So the mom was she wanted it to go viral to say, "Look at what's happening. If I would not have seen this video and somebody wouldn't have brought it to me, I would have had no idea that this is what my son is going through." So I think that we have to be more aware of our children.
Right, we need
because
to
when if they get quiet, if they're fidgety, if they seem angrier than normal, those are keys. Those are things that they're giving off to say something is not right with me.
Something is not right.
And I do think we need to have harsher laws.
Yes, absolutely.
I think if people felt like they would be penalized, adults and children, maybe things would change.
Yes.
I agree.
And if I hate to bring it back here, but if we didn't have a president that thought it was okay to cyberbully people, then I think we would have a better way of doing things. I'm just saying.
Well, okay. So this has been, she's going to go back to our president. Listen, it has been Live Free Talk Show, and it's been an amazing day. I want you to follow us tomorrow. We're going to have some good topics and some great subjects, and I promise you want to stay tuned. All right, check you later. Thank you.